can you see the end? Is death the end? It's a silly question. Well, yeah, it is. It really is. Death is the end. Like you die, you can't experience anything anymore. You think about that, your brain, it turns off. Um, though it's not the ending for the thoughts that others hold for you or hold on to about you. It's it's not the end for the values or beliefs or habits that you've struck into somebody's head or heart. Though I wonder if when we've signed our lives away to some sort of commitment, to some sort of belief or relationship, uh, or abandoning something or someone, uh, to hold ourselves to something so arbitrary. Um, is it arbitrary? Sometimes these things are good and sometimes they're not, but this is very vague for me to just say like that. But um, at those realizations, at those things I mentioned, are are we resolving those ourselves to those things to just see it through to the end and to never think otherwise or to stay at that job or in that relationship or stay in that mindset that continues to hurt us or perhaps even continues to leave us blind? What is why do we stay there? Why are we entrapping ourselves? Complacency. I believe that I am guilty, and I fear that my clairvoyance breeds a sort of self fulfilling prophecy or prophecies. It's just, it bleeds over onto everything. Everything that I do is just like, oh, you know, uh, all the ideas that seem good or every idea that someone wants to involve me with or involves me directly is I can see how positive they are or how interested they are or it doesn't matter. It involves me. It's like instantly it's like a burning cigarette. You throw it away. I don't even smoke. I don't even know. It's just I see the end. And whether or not that end is true, I never really know until I get there. But if I believe something will fail, and if I believe something will fail before I even start, and it will fail, it will fail. Something will go wrong. Something will go wrong, and I will feel pain. And I may or may not feel remorse. I guess, that depends. Another vague point there, but is failure the end? Is me taking a really long time to get to my point, to say the next word that comes out of my mouth? Does it take me a long time to do that again and again? Is that failure? Is it failure to just stare at this other screen where I have these ideas like laid out for me to talk about? And I don't think so. So I tell myself that expecting the worst to happen prepares me for the worst. And, well, it does. It really does. And, and. Terrible word. Terrible word. And it does. It really does. It prepares me for the worst. Though those preparations, they kill potential. That one thing that your friend wanted to invite you to, and you're like, oh my god, that would be awful. Like, oh my god. Ah! Oh, I won't get along with anybody. They're too busy. I'm shut-in guy. I like video games. There's no way I'm gonna get along with a bunch of, sports people. Or, obviously, I'm probably not gonna have a good time. There's a pretty low chance. But you really never know if you don't go. And, never shine if you don't glow. So I fear that in my complacency, that all I see is the end. That is my safe place. Sure, when I expect the end, I love the idea of being surprised. I love the idea of being surprised. That excites me if I'm like, oh my god, like this is gonna suck, dude. This is gonna suck so fucking bad. And it doesn't. Or something really cool happens. Or like some person like says, whoa, you got a cool shirt, man. Well, your hair looks nice, bro. I don't know. It's a complete stranger saying that, and that's, a lot different than family. That's a different point. Maybe another time. But you never know if you don't go. You never know. You never know. And I am surprised. I am surprised about how wrong I am. About how dumb I can feel. But there's value to those experiences. But I said it. I said but. Don't learn from me. Don't learn from me. There is so much value in failure. There's so much value in being uncomfortable. In developing a cough that I haven't had all day. When I'm midway through recording. So how will I push through the veil of my own blindness? Well, I have to keep being uncomfortable. I have to be very uncomfortable. I have to make myself so uncomfortable. I don't want to speak for y'all, though. I don't even know who's there. But being uncomfortable has done me a lot. My complacency and my bred my own unwillingness to act, to not change, to stay right here, at this desk, even to go to the same place I go every day. Though I do like being there, I really like being there. I really like being there. It's like somewhere I don't really make any mistakes. Maybe that's a problem. I think that was a lie. That was definitely a lie. But it feels like it. It feels like it, I promise. But I keep saying, but I am really shackled. Really is a bad word, too. I am shackled. Not by my opportunities, but by my thoughts. I am shackled not by my opportunities, but by my thoughts. Right here and right now. I'm not waiting to rot. I am rotting. And I'm dying. You've all got to die sometime. Sometime. Sometime we're all going to die. That's vague. That's very vague. But we're all going to die. That's a constant. That's a given. Just like how we're alive, that's a constant. The thought that we have to die is also a constant. If I am not already dead, I still have to die. Sure, our final ending is death. We will have many endings. I will have many, many endings. Many, so many. And you will too. Really. Really. You've had a lot already. I have had a lot already. God! Terrible. It's terrible. They're all terrible. Some of them are good. Just know that one ending will alight some beginnings. I'm not waiting to rot. I am rotting.